This is an Ellis Mowers and More product review. Interested in buying this product? The link is in the description below. Have a product inquiry or a home, garden, or automotive product or tool to review? Email me, ellis@ellismowers.com, or reach out on Instagram and Facebook at Ellis Mowers and More. And as always, like and subscribe for more product reviews and small engine content. On today's product review, we're going to look at this product from Lokithor. This is their 2000 amp jump starter, and it's their J400 is the model. What it does is it comes with the jump pack itself, the jumper cables, and has a flashlight on it as well. So looks like so you can turn it on and off right here via the power button. And then it's ready to go. It shows you how many volts there are in the battery whenever you hook it up, and then you can manually kick it to jump it if you need to. There's a flashlight on here. It's got multiple different modes, all on, flashing, and then the SOS mode. So that's nice as well. Also, what you have is on this side you've got a USB-C for charging, USB-A as well, USB-A out, so you can charge your phone, charge your devices with this as well. So acts not only as a jump starter but also a power bank. Overall construction is good. It is relatively decently sized. Again, 2000 amp jump starter, going to start up to an 8-liter gas engine or a 6-liter diesel engine, which is most vehicles that you're going to run into, especially on the gas side. On the diesel side, you're looking at your smaller diesels that you can jump. But overall, pretty good. It says service life is 1,500 cycles, and the battery capacity is a 6,400 milliamp hour battery. So what I'm going to do, I've got a machine out there. We're going to do some cranking tests on a riding lawnmower and just see how many duty cycles this thing will go before it just doesn't want to do anything else anymore. So usually the duty cycle is pretty good. A lot of times you're just using this to jump stuff off as well. So if you just need that, these things are excellent. Just keep in your car, battery goes dead, hook it up, power everything up. Usually it'll kick your car right over. So let's go out there and test this thing out. Okay, I've got it hooked up to a lawnmower here. I don't have a battery on it, but I'll show you the boost feature of it. And so a lot of times if it reads that it's got a battery in it, what it'll do is it'll read the voltage right here, right? And then it'll have basically saying it's ready, and all this will start flashing. So what we're gonna do is get this thing ready to go here. Let's see. Actually, I turned the ignition switch off, so let me get it powered up. And so you see it's got 15.3 volts. And it'll just crank and crank until it gets tired. The duty cycle on this is pretty darn good. You hear it getting a little weak now. I've been cranking on this thing forever though. There we go. Got a little tired now. But yeah, so is getting a little overheated, obviously. Or it has an overheated monitor, but these are getting kind of warm. Let me just turn it off. It's still showing that it's got plenty of voltage on it, which is good. Yeah, there's the overheated warning, 150. So that gave quite a lot, I will have to say, cranking that up. We probably cranked it for a good 30 seconds or so, which is really, really good for one of these small jump boxes. So it's, let's see if I can get it reset here. And it came out with, three bars. We cranked it for about 30 seconds or so. Just kept cranking and cranking. And this uses a lot of battery power. So I would say, if you had it fully charged, you're probably looking at a good minute or so of cranking with one of these. Again, most of these things are called jump starters. But what I like to do with them is just do a duty cycle test to see really how long, how much you can crank with them, just as a good estimate. Just in case you're in a pinch and you got to crank up your machine, takes a little bit longer. You don't want that thing to be running out of battery very quickly. I will say this one seems to be pretty good overall, because I literally just took it out of the box, didn't even charge it. We got plenty of cranking time with it before the battery portion of it went down and it gave the overheat warning. So all you got to do, let it cool down. If it has enough battery in it, turn it back on and give it another whirl. But I'd say this is pretty good. I was surprised at how much continuous cranking, because a lot of the times these things will only give you about, 15 seconds or so of cranking, and then they'll shut off, and then you have to recycle and all that stuff. This one right here just kept on giving it all until it didn't have anything else to give. Alright guys, so that's everything on this Lokithor Jump Starter J400. As y'all saw, it did a lot of cranking all at the same time. A lot of times these things have like an auto shut off after a few seconds to help prevent them from overheating or whatever. But man, this thing just kept on giving and giving and giving. And again, it gave probably 2/3 of the battery there, and or about half of the battery. So however much I was cranking there, you can probably expect it to last maybe about twice as long once you get it on a full charge. But out of the box, plugging it in, man, this thing just kept on giving what it wanted to give. And y'all saw, it was cranking a V-twin lawnmower engine, which is usually you need a good 350 cold cranking amp battery for that. So it's not, a small task to crank one. But just kept on going. So especially if you're just using this to jump something off, this thing will kick it right over just easily. Even if the battery is stone dead, it probably will do the job as long as it's less than an 8-liter gas or a 6-liter diesel. Because it gave plenty of cranking amps to that engine out there, and it did just fine. So yeah, overall works really well. If you're looking for a lot of continuous cranking power, then this right here will do it. Because it'll just, like I said, just keep going, and doesn't really have an auto shut off until it overheats. And then you just gotta let it cool back down. I do appreciate y'all watching this product review. Hopefully you found it helpful. Again, these jump starters, no matter which one you get, they're very handy to have. As long as you just check to see how big the battery is on it, what the current is, and all of that, to see if it's going to suit your needs really well. The bigger the battery, the better it's going to be in terms of longevity and jump starting things. This one right here has really good longevity from what I can tell. I do appreciate y'all watching. I'll catch y'all on the next product review.